You are listening to The Art of Sales. Everyone sells every day, and this is your source for conversational, real-world sales and prospecting methods that you are comfortable using and that get results. You'll help people buy instead of pushing them into being sold. Here's your host, Art Sobczak.
If you've listened to this show for a while, thank you, by the way, or even if you're new, and thank you as well for being here, you know, again, if you've been here for a while, you know that I make fun of a lot of old traditional sales techniques that are just flat out wrong and actually give sales a bad name. And today I'm going to share one of those with you that doesn't necessarily give sales a bad name, but it's a bad technique and it doesn't give you the result that you're looking for. So let me explain it to you. Here it is in action. A bank sales rep called me and he went into a pitch before I stopped him with, hey, look, I've got a great relationship with my banker and I'm very satisfied. So here's the technique. And you've probably seen or heard this from a trainer or a sales book if you've been in sales for a while. And here it is. So what do you like best about them? No, don't. I suggest that you don't use that. Why? Well, think about what's going through somebody's mind when they hear that question. In my case, it was, well, all the years that I had been with my bank. Also, thoughts of how he had put together some very good deals for me over the years, both business and personal. Also, I was thinking about how he's always available or calls me back quickly whenever I have a question. Also, how he has erroneous charges removed from my statements and some that were clearly our fault, but he took away anyway. Now, let me ask you, are those the types of emotions that you want to create about someone's current vendor in a sales situation? No. Now, even though I'm sure that maybe years ago in my archives, I might have recommended that question at one point when I didn't know any better and probably used it with mixed success, there are some great reasons for not using it. Oh, actually, let me give you another example. I was listening to some calls for a client before a training program, and I heard this. A prospect said, well, we're pretty happy with the company we're using now. And then the sales rep said, oh, I see. Well, tell me, what is it that you like best about them? And then the prospect said, well, they're really great. I like the fact that they've built up my trust with them over the years, and when they say they'll do something, they get it done. Well, they deliver long-term value far beyond what we pay them. Yeah, I almost heard the customer's voice cracking. Sounded like he was getting a little teary-eyed as he spoke about his fondness for his vendor. And again, that just reemphasized why should we present and encourage an opportunity for prospects to sell themselves even more on how great their existing vendor is. Now, sure, there's some people who argue that, well, if they do, then you can respond with how you can deliver the same thing and more of it. Yeah, right. By simply telling someone that you can be trusted and you're good, does that carry the same perceived value as what they're actually experiencing now? No. All right, so you might be asking, what's the alternative here? Well, I do recommend questioning, but we want to question about what they would ideally like that is different from what they're getting now. We want to plant some doubt in their mind that they may not be getting everything that they want because really they don't even know what might be out there. So we could ask questions like, well, what would you like to get that you don't have now? Oh, okay. Well, what's on your wish list? Well, what would you change about your present situation? All right, that's good, but what would you need that would make you absolutely delighted instead of just satisfied? How often do you review your service? Oh, how did you select them initially? What backup plan do you have for emergency situations in case they couldn't deliver for you? What do you do to ensure you're getting the best prices? What type of evaluation process do you go through to be sure that you're getting the best service? What do you do to keep up with the latest innovations in that area? Now, when you use these types of questions, you get them thinking about their pains, their unfilled wants and needs, the gap between where they are and where I would ideally like to be. And if you can fill that, then you're going to help them accomplish whatever their objective is. All right, so avoid the what do you like best about your present vendor and instead ask questions to get them thinking about what they really want. Hey, you know what time it is.
Your attitude will be iron every way you'll never feel when what they say. It's the art of the sales quote of the day.
That's right. Time for the quote of the day. And since it's football season, today's quote comes from Roger Staubach, the great quarterback and businessman now, by the way. And Roger said, in business or in football, it takes a lot of unspectacular preparation to produce spectacular results. So true. Hey, again, thank you so much for sharing this show with others. And I would encourage you, please, if you have a couple colleagues that could benefit, send them to our show site, which is theartofsales.com, theartofsales.com. Also, share that on your social media channels. And if you're on iTunes, please do leave us a 5-star rating and review. That helps so much in getting the word out to others. And if you're new to my material, I've got a free book for you that will give you my proven 7-step sales process. It's an actual turn the pages 180-page book, and I'll mail that to you free just to help a little bit with the shipping, and you'll see the details at this site, freesalesbook.com. freesalesbook.com. That offer is good for U.S. addresses, and international friends, there's an option for you there as well. Hey, thank you so much for investing your valuable sales time with me here today. Until next time, go out and make it your best sales day ever. I'm Art Sobczak.